holiday hours, Apple granted patent Retina display MacBooks, Chrome overthrows IE, and HTC held up. I'm Kaylee Mosca, Web Marketing Coordinator with Petra, and it's time for the Petra 5 in 5. We're ready to kick your weekend off right with the 5 hottest stories of the week, all in just 5 minutes. Are you ready for the 3-day weekend? We are! As a reminder, our offices and distribution centers will be closed on Monday, May 28th in observance of Memorial Day. But don't worry, we'll return to regular business hours at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Tuesday, May 29th. And don't forget, the Petra website is available around the clock, all weekend long at petra.com for ordering, shipment tracking, and invoice information. It is being reported that among Apple's 21 newly granted patents is one for a steering wheel remote control. A wireless remote control that clips onto the vehicle's steering wheel, the device appears to have been modeled after the iPod click wheel, using a new touch-sensitive design, including track skip buttons, a button to play or pause the music, and a menu button to access different albums. The device features a touch-sensitive center select button that may also offer volume control. Made for iPod or iPhone owners that connect their device to a car's audio system, the remote control would allow the user to select specific tracks without removing their hands from the steering wheel. The timing for the piece couldn't be better, with local and federal laws being drafted to enforce hands-free operation of smartphones and other devices in vehicles. No word as of yet as to when the device, if it is brought to market, will launch, but it's suspected that it could happen when the next line of iPod Touches are released. I promise that this whole episode isn't going to be Apple stories, but this next rumor is just too juicy to pass up. It's being reported that Apple could roll out new high-resolution Retina displays for the next generation of MacBooks. Super high-resolution displays are currently available in Apple's supply chain from sources including Sharp, LG Display, and Samsung, but they won't come cheap, costing $100 more than Apple currently spends for a display. The new screens would bump the MacBook's 15.4-inch screen from a 1440 by 900 resolution to a 2880 by 1800, and its 13.3-inch screen from a 1440 by 900 resolution to a 2560 by 1800, making photos, applications, and text look sharper and clearer. Backing the rumor up is an Apple patent filing for screen resolution independent graphical user interface for OS X that would make it easier for Apple to support a range of screen resolutions and pixel densities across a wide range of devices. Google Chrome has finally ousted Internet Explorer from the throne of internet browser superiority. According to the latest figures from StatCounter, the Google browser is now the most popular browser in the world, also surpassing Firefox, Safari, and Opera on its quest to best IE. Am I watching too much Game of Thrones? Never! So how did they do it? Well, the company has done a great job of quickly improving Chrome by adding features that allow it to interface with the user's Google account. It also didn't hurt that last week the company added a tab sync feature to the latest version of Chrome, helping to drive new downloads. After being blocked at the border and forcing the Evo 4G LTE to miss its May 18th launch date, HTC is reporting that some new products are finally making their way through U.S. Customs. The phones are being held to ensure that they don't violate an Apple patent, in accordance with ITC ruling last December that barred HTC from importing certain phones using the patent starting April 18th. At the time, HTC said that it would modify the phones found to be in violation to eliminate the patented technology. Phone models known to be stopped at customs include the 1X 4G phone for the AT&T network and the Evo 4G LTE phone for the Sprint network. AT&T got lucky in that they already had inventory on hand obtained before the customs inspections began April 19th, giving them stock to sell when the 1X launched May 6th. Sprint was not so lucky. HTC hasn't confirmed what has been released, saying, quote, "Each imported HTC model must be reviewed by customs and will be released once customs officials have completed the inspection. Some models have gone through inspection and been released to our carrier customers. We don't have the status of each specific device and model at the time, but we are working closely with customs. We remain confident that this issue will be resolved soon," end quote. As you can imagine, Aaron is on pins and needles. That's your Petra 5 in 5. Have a great week, and we'll catch up with you next time for more hot industry news.